Eric, I think this is probably too big for this fence, because there's loads on the bottom left still. Hold on. No, there's not. It's because it's the 10 metres is all wrapped up, that's why. Hi everyone. So this video we're going to do more work over on the other plot. I'm going to get the wheelbarrow out and we're able to dump some of the stuff in the burn pile that's on the plot next to us. So we're going to do that first, get started with that. I think Eric's going to do a little bit weeding in the beds over there as well, but we're just going to leave this plot and maybe do that next week. But we'll get the tools and start cracking on over there. So I'm renewing this fence. I'm going to take this off today. And we've got, should get this out of the bag first. This one, 1.8 metres by 10 metres. So it should be enough to do this fence. If I've got to leave some of this on, so it covers the whole lot, then I will. But I wanted to try and put some of this on the fence there. Eric wants it on. He thinks it's going to stop the cats. It's not, because the cats can go on top of the shed. So if they can go on top of the shed, they're going to get through that gate. So Eric will have to sort the cat problem out himself. Did you hear that? Yeah, he's listening. He's weeding at the minute, so that's a good job. But yeah, I'll get this fence off and then I'll have a go putting that on because I've got those metal tie wraps as well. They're quite long, these tie wraps. I've got some little like tin snips that'll cut the excess off the ends. Oh, I hate the feeling of cobwebs, because you know there's a spider there somewhere. Oh, say I miss that out and do this bit. Charming. I am only going to go so far, because obviously I need to clear that out. I can't get into that corner to do this at the minute. Quite sharp on my hands. I should have had a pair of gloves on. God, there's loads of it on the bottom. Eric, I think this is probably too big for this fence, because there's loads on the bottom left still. Hold on. No, there's not. It's because it's the 10 metres is all wrapped up, that's why. Panic over, yeah. To be fair, it probably could go up to the top bit, you know. But then I've put the, I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing? Oh, being destructive. There's a lip on the bottom, that's all. About that much. Yeah. Okay. So we've gotten the pile down quite a lot already. There's about 7 barrelfuls or like so far. Looks like good soil underneath, but Eric really doesn't trust it. So I think we're just going to try and level it out as much as we can once we get a bit further down and see where we are from there. So we've taken off the top layer of the stuff that we put in the burn pile on the plot next door. We're just shoveling the soil that's here now. Now, yes, I know people are going to be screaming, look at that soil, it looks amazing. It's riddled in mare's tail. There's mare's tail roots and everything just all over it. So we're not going to use it. There's loads of glass in there. There's loads of like stones and rocks and everything. So it's not getting used. It's getting hidden. Sorry, guys. If you want to come and get a bag, you can come and knock yourself out. But we're not going to use that at all. So we're going to have this as a bit more of a raised area now. So that piece of wood there is a little bit rotten. It's obviously keeping everything in. If I go down to like ground level, you can probably see, you know, it's going to be hard for us to try and level all that and shift it. So we've tidied up the back with the pallets. That fencing down there is obviously going to come all the way around here. That post was keeping that fence up like that, but it wasn't really, because that fence is fine. So I've dug a massive 10-mile hole down there all on my own with the little hand trowel. I did really well, didn't I?
Yeah.
And we've put it in there just for something to fasten the fencing onto. And we're putting all the soil in the back. And yeah, we're going to be here a while. But Eric's on the Red Bull, so it gives you wings. So I have getting a canny bit done. There's toads and all sorts flying about. So I've just had to do a rescue. But there's a bucket here that's got a load of crap in from when we first got this plot, and we were just putting stuff in. Well, I just put stuff in. Eric tried to move it, and he couldn't. So I'm on trying to empty that now, just so we can move it. Because this, we're going to have it as a raised area, because there's just so much soil here, and it's literally full of like these little stones, like pebbles, gravel. So whether he's maybe had this area gravelled at one point, we don't know, or whoever's had the plot before him, possibly. But there's loads of them. Oh, ding ding. So this wood at the front is rotten. It does need renewing, but we're going to try and spike it up to keep it there so nothing comes out. I'll give you a closer look. So the plan is to have that fence coming along to that post, and then we're going to just level this off as flat as we can, let it rest for a few weeks, and then maybe get some paving stones and put them on top. We have got enough here, we've got some at home as well. And then the bench that's down there, that one, that's going to come up here. And then in some time in the not so near future, because we never know what's going to happen from one day to the next, we're going to put like a lean-to over the top. Now, thanks Terry for the tip. Terry suggested that we have the lean-to and the gut run on like this side rather than the back, because then it's easier to get into and maintain it if something should happen to the gut run. Yes, we've got access to that plot all the time because I've got a key for the gate, so we could get in if that was the case, but that's something that I'm definitely going to think about when we do the gut run system on the bench itself. So thanks Terry. So the sunflower seeds are nearly ready. Some of them are looking very worse for wear, but what I'm going to do is get some seeds sent out to those who've said you need to drop us an email. I'll put my email address on the bottom of the screen and I'll send you some seeds out once they're ready, and share them with you because they were absolutely fab. So I've got still quite a few here grown. I've actually still got one at home and it's just say dying off now, so the seeds will be ready shortly, but there's still, like I say, some absolutely stunning ones, and then there's little ones. I don't know if you can see up there. There's little ones coming off. The bigger ones right there. There's one there. They're just absolutely stunning. Lovely. I can't wait to grow them again. We've cat-proofed up the top. Now I've changed a few things up this end. I've put bamboo, wood, the compost rolly thing, all up here to stop them getting up that side, because around here the privacy fencing that was on the back fence, I've actually managed to spike it up and put it round and everything there, so hopefully that'll deter the cats from getting in. And we're going to start on that. We're going to whack it down and everything next week, and then put some, I'm going to wood chip the top, membrane on the top, and then some flagstones, and then we can put the bench on, and then maybe, you know, a project over the winter period, going into next year, ready for the spring, we can start and look at putting a lean-to on the top, and getting some barrels for some water capture on there. But the big metal raised bed, that has sank loads. So I've got a friend who does house clearances for us that we got a lot of unscrupulously dumped stuff from before. He's got, I think he said he had about 10 tonne. He was supposed to drop some off the other day. He's just got so busy, so busy. But I need to arrange a time and a date when he's available so I can come down and get 2 tonne off the back of his wagon. That'll help loads to fill that bed up and to top some of these beds up as well as on the other plot. But on this plot, the kale has just gone absolutely crazy. The peppers are almost done. I think there's 1 or 2 left on there. Everybody was asking from the last video what they were. They're just sweet peppers, long sweet peppers. I have got some seeds as well. If anybody would like a few seeds, I'll send some out as well. I've got the bush tomatoes still outside, and there's some beans as well here that I'm letting dry off so we can get the seeds ready for next year. But that's more or less it for down here. Got quite a lot of stuff again done over there, ready for our next year. But enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.